Hey everybody, this is Rust-O-Matic. It's been a while. I had a nasty cold, so I assumed you didn't want to hear me sneeze and coughing, so I haven't done any videos for a while. I've also been playing around with LightWave 2025, so that took up some time. There's going to be a lot of videos about 2025 now. So today I want to talk about the DAZ to LightWave character import again. The methods we tried before in the previous videos have not worked out that well. They work fine if you're going to do a very quick animation. Just animate in DAZ, export it and get it into LightWave. It works fine. But if you want to actually animate the character in LightWave, the motion modifiers are not a good choice to use. So we're going to try out a different solution today with LightWave 2025. It should work fine in 2024 also. I have not tried, and I don't know it's going to work here either. So let's give it a try and see what happens. Okay, so we are in LightWave 2025. I'm going to import a character. We got the usual question here about where we want to put it. I'm going to use a separate content folder here. And I'm going to use bake rotations this time. I'm not going to use the rotations modifiers. And I'm going to use Maya style joints. So we import the whole thing, just like we always do. And with the baked rotations, we're going to have some messed up bones, or joints, sorry. Let's have a look here. We have the character, and if we go to a top view, and the worst one has been the fingers. And, well, there's no change there, of course. So if we zoom in here and have a look at the fingers, you will see that we have some pretty nasty stuff going on. If we set it to rotation, you will see the axes are all over the place here. Or actually, they are all aligned to the world coordinate system. And that's not what we want. If we try to rotate the fingers here, it's going to be very messed up. So let's try out the first thing here. I'm going to select the hand and all the finger bones joints. Sorry. We have them all selected. And then I'm going to go to the Rig It tab, and I'm going to use the rigging toolbox. In the rigging toolbox, we have something called Orient Hierarchy. And we have three choices for the bank rotation. We can keep it as it is, which I'm going to use here. That's what I hope will work best. We'll see. We can try the other ones later on. 0 will set them to 0. Auto, I'm not sure how it does that. I've tried it with a couple of things and it did not behave the way I expected. But you can try them out and see. So let's orient them, and that seems to have improved things quite a bit, actually. Let's press R to rest the bones here, and apart from the last tip of the bone, I guess this couldn't be oriented because there's no bone after it. So it has nothing to orient to, and that's why that didn't change. But the other joints, they actually seem pretty good here. I'm not sure about the thumb. Let's take a look. So we go with the finger here and we rotate around pitch, and it's perfect. Nothing to complain about there. And then we have the other one. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely perfect. There's nothing to complain about here. That's really great. Yeah. All four of them. How about the thumb? Let's go to perspective view. Zoom in a little bit here. And let's see. We grab thumb so we can see it joint there, and it's not around the pitch, it's around heading, but apart from that it seems to be okay-ish. It's not really correct. It needs to be adjusted a bit. As you can see, the angle to the thumb is not perfect there. It needs to be changed a little bit, but it's huge improvement compared to before. So that's really nice. I like that. The fact that the last end of the finger doesn't work, I assume that is because there's no joint after that, so it doesn't have anything to orient you. As you can see, all the other joints work fine, but that one goes bonkers there. But that's okay. I understand why. It's really not much it can do about that. We can fix that manually. It's just 4 joints there. Oh, maybe 5, thumb 2. So that's really not that bad. Huh. That's an improvement. We're not perfect, but this is definitely a step forward. And I think this is something we can work with. And let's take a look at the rest. We have to go from back, and let's have a look here and see. I haven't changed these, so this should be okay. The rest of the joints was pretty much okay last time we checked this. So legs are, yeah, that's fine. No problem there. That's the only problem child here is the foot. Yeah, the hip is okay too. No problem. The arm. It's not pitch angle, but it's at least correctly aligned apart from that. Let's see here. There is the hand, and well, I think most of these should be just fine. We have the foot. Most likely that is not, yeah, that's wrong. It's not aligned correct. Again, that's basically just one joint on each leg, so that should be fairly easy to fix. That's really no big deal. My biggest worry before was all the fingers were wrong, and that's a mess to try to fix. But the just the endpoints on the fingers, that's no big deal, I think. And yeah, this looks fine. This definitely a step forward. I haven't used this before, so yeah, this is definitely a good start. And I will work a little bit with this and make a longer video once I've figured out how to fix the remaining issues here. Obvious problem here is, of course, we will no longer be able to use animations or poses from DAZ. It's not a huge disaster. That's something you can live with. If you can't, you have to figure out a different solution. So that's a problem. But now we can basically animate this in LightWave with a few more fixes. So I'm gonna have a look at that, and then I'm gonna make a new video, and we'll have a look at this and see how far we can take it. Okay, that's it for today. Just short video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.